Every day is Friday. Get ready to ignite your passion for life, uncover hidden gems of wisdom, and embark on a journey of self-discovery like never before. Join us as we dive into the art of living fully, making meaningful experiences, and embracing the magic of everyday moments. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah. What's up, party people? Yo, it's your boy D Boogie coming here every Tuesday at 12 o'clock for my crew. Why? Because the internet, the social media, trying to bring everybody down. Well, when you come to EDIF, we do things a little bit differently. It's time to bless up. Give the power back to the people. For real. Like, what is happening? Everybody wants to be like, I got to compare to this, we got to compare to that. Live your life like every day is Friday. We got to start thinking about what's really important. And you know what's really important? We got to think about the things that we have. We're always focusing on the things we don't have, right? So I'm going to jump right into this, man. We're going to talk about life stuff. How to give yourself some credit. I mean, every time we look on social, we're comparing ourselves. What's up, Tommy boy? You know what I'm saying? We're comparing ourselves to social media. Everybody's got everything and we don't have nothing. That's some nonsense. You got to learn how to do it, baby. And that's what we're going to do today. Woo! What is good, party people? What's up, Tommy Marino, my man from the Bay? What's good, baby boy? I'm trying to bless everybody up, Tommy. Because the world, right? Listen, welcome to EDIF, where every day is Friday, right? It is. And some people ask me questions all the time like, dude, what is every day is Friday? Think about it. When you think of Friday, what do you think about? You think about good times, right? Can't wait for the weekend to come. You know, you're excited for that day. But wait a second. What about today? What about this moment, right? I've been preaching this. Thank you, Tommy boy. Much love, man. Listen, Tommy, you know where we came from, right? We grew up in Brooklyn, New York. The greatest childhood ever, right? But we learned something. We learned that, you know, life is always happening for us, not to us. And the thing is, even though we struggled and went through some stuff and hung out on the street, we build resiliency to become adults. I never realized all the craziness we did, right? We had a lot of fun too, right? But it built this falling off the monkey bars, jumping off the swings, right? It built us this strength that, you know what? It's going to be okay. Even though it hurts a little bit, we'll be able to push through it. I got to tell you, Tommy, when I look back on my life, and listen, this is a gem, and I know you'd appreciate it. I'm going to jump right into the lessons today, right? When I look back on my life, I see pain, I see mistakes, there's some heartache, but let me put you on. When I look in the mirror, I see strength, learn lessons, and pride in myself. You see, that's what's missing, right? Hey, Prince Paul Kitimbo, what's up, my man from Uganda? Love you, bro. Say hello to the crew out there, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. God is absent. Let me tell you something, Prince. You know this. Faith is what moves us forward. Faith in God, faith in yourself, faith in better days are coming, faith that there's a plan for you. It's a blueprint, right? And the thing is, when we were younger, we didn't realize that we needed this belief in ourselves to become the best version of ourselves that we can be for everyone else. And here's where it gets tripped up. Stay close, okay? Parents, people, we need to get better. You see, all we keep seeing on the internet is we're looking at the stuff that we don't have, but not appreciating and living in grace and looking at what we do have, right? Think about it. I know you know what I'm talking about. How many of you go online and look about, man, that guy's killing it, or wow, look how beautiful their life is, or I wish I had this and I wish I had that. Comparison is the root of all evil. You see, you don't realize the stuff that you have because all we look at is saying, oh, I could have done this, I could have done that. Where are you right now? You standing? You hear me? Can you see me? That's living in grace. That's having gratitude. The thing is, here's where we get tripped up. Now, this is a lesson that we all need to listen to, right? Especially parents, role models, mentors. You need to check your feelings at the door. And I mean this, and I don't mean this, we all have emotions, but this anxiety all the time, always concerned our life is, and always angst and not controlling your emotions. How much money have you invested in personal development, right? Eliminating worry. And we're going to talk about that today, by the way. We're going to talk about I've eliminated worry. I know this is crazy, but how to stop worrying and start living is what we do. EDIF is about eliminating worry. And that's what happened. You know how you do that? What we repeatedly do, we become. What we repeatedly say to ourselves, that's who we are. It's not complicated, but you got to put the work in. You see, as parents, we want to give everything to our children, right? However, we have a lot of things in our lives. Things are tough. But if we look at the media and we look at the news, it's like, oh, the world's going to end. Climate change is going to get us. There's no more God. They're trying to take everything away from us that we believe in, that gives us the strength to endure. And guess what? If you don't have the strength or the discipline and you're weak, you're easily compromised. So you drive, right? Let me ask you a question. You drive a car, right? Okay. Why is it so easy to drive a car? Because you repeatedly do that all day long. Every day, maybe an hour, 2 hours a day. How did you get good at that? How did you get good at it? You know how? Because you did it all. Life is about patterns. You get good at what you do. So if you're constantly anxious and you're constantly depressed and you keep saying that to yourself and you repeat that every day, guess what's going to happen? God gives you what you want. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to be depressed. What you say to yourself, the way your kids look at you, the way that you are, they don't listen to what you say. They listen to what you do. We have to do a better job as role models. We have to understand that life can be tough. Wear a helmet. I'm telling you. Because we're always looking and we're hearing that from everyone that the money's going to dry out. Social Security is going to end. They're going to wreck this country. We're losing everything that we gained. Check this out. How are we ever going to get better if the only thing we think about is they're telling us everything is over and you believe it? So then here's what happens, right? Listen to this. These are real facts. You start looking at things and saying, why do I got to keep fighting? That's an excuse for you to give up on your blueprint of your life. You don't want to put the work in. You know how you get better? Personal development. Do things. You want to eliminate anxiety? How do I do it? Learn to breathe better, right? Learn breathing techniques. Hit the heavy bag. Go exercise. Tell me what your day looks like. Do you get up? First thing you do is drink a cup of coffee? What's the last book you read? What's the last seminar you went to? What did you do to exercise your brain to become the best version of yourself that you can be? You can't keep comparing yourself to other people. You can't keep getting destroyed by other people's opinion. It's toxic. And remember, you tell me your 5 friends and I'll show you your future. If the 5 people around you are toxic, don't want to see you win, you know what happens? It becomes sepsis. And it just metastasizes throughout your body. And then you want to give up. Society would love that. Because, see, it's so much easier to manipulate somebody when they're weak. That's why you have to be powerful in this life, because discipline equals freedom. So what is it that you don't have that you want and you're willing to work for? Are you willing to fail? Are you willing to understand I got to get in the arena? right? What's up, Mona Queen? What up, girl? You know what I'm talking about, T? You know what I'm talking about, Mona? How did we get here, Mona? How did we get here? Come on, Lee. How did we get here? We worked. We took care of our kids. We're still taking care of our kids. But we need to be the example to say, listen, it's going to be okay. You're able to push through. Create that resiliency. Create that strength. And the thing is, your life, my life, is not Lisa. Lisa has her life. She wants to live maybe with her husband and a family, and she has goals. That's her life. Let her do her. Let her be and have her own blueprint of, what she wants, how she wants to operate. You see, my life, the creator, God is the creator, right? So we're here to create. So I don't need to follow your yellow brick road. You have your own yellow brick road. They may not teach you that in school because they teach you what they want you to know, but they don't ask about what you're interested in. Woo! Communication, definitely goals. You got to set your life up. I want to make this amount of money. I want to have this relationship. Because see, if you set goals and where your focus goes, all your energy flows. So if you focus on not having things, you're not having them. If you focus on getting them, it's like when you're playing basketball, right? You don't look at your hand when you're shooting. You look at the net, swish. You look how it goes in. You're focused. You're laser focused. And let me tell you something about focus. When you're focused on too many things, you're the master of nothing. It's a great saying. When you run after your thoughts, listen closely, this is a gem. When you run after your thoughts, you're like a dog chasing a stick. Every time a stick is thrown, you run after it. Instead, be like a lion who rather than chasing after every stick, turns to face the thrower. One only throws a stick at a lion once. That is compelling. Because what you focus goes, energy flows. So focus on becoming the best version of you that you can be. Focus on being the role model that your kids can be proud of. But you got to put the work in. You got to exercise your mind. And here's where we all get tripped up, okay? And write this down. This is so important. Why do I come out here all the time? Because everybody wants to keep us down, bro. I'm sick of it. It disturbs my soul. God created us to be creative, to live this beautiful life and do good for humanity. And the only time things happen on social media is when things are bad, it goes viral. That's the algorithm. They want you to stay on social all the time, because it's bad and they'll sell you things. I'm not about that. You're better than that. And here's the key, okay? Your thoughts are who you are. Who you think you are, that's what you are, right? Do not, write this down. Do not spend another day at war with yourself. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we at war with the person we were born to be? I want you to think about that. We're constantly beating ourselves up. We're constantly thinking we're not worthy. You know what I'm talking about, okay? We all have silent battles that we can't see. I know big guys, strong dudes that suffer this in silence. What is it? I want to ask you a question. What is it about your life that you don't like? What is it about you that you're constantly at war with who you are? Now they want to change people. You got to become somebody different to become happy. Let me tell you, this is my opinion. That's not going to work. See, God tricked us. He gave us eyes to look out, but we need to start looking in. You will never be happy with someone you're not. You were born with such beauty. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of you. I'm talking to myself as well. I've struggled with that when I was a kid, I remember as a kid getting bullied or getting kicked around when I was younger. I didn't have that much of self-worth. I didn't even believe in God. I'm telling you guys the truth. So I had to fight through this stuff. I couldn't call nobody when somebody was kicking me in the teeth, or I was having fights on my block all the time because I was Jewish. Right? This is real talk. I had to stick up for myself. I had to push through, or else it would have got worse. I learned to love who I am. I learned to get self-worth, to understand that no matter what's going to happen to us, man, being at war with ourselves, the person you spend 24 hours a day, 7 days with, is it worth it? You're so much better, so much stronger, so much more powerful than you give yourself credit. You do. Because society is giving us anxiety because it's the attention economy. So the worse that you can be, the weaker you can be, it's easy to manipulate you. No más. Why do we got to change who we are to love who we are going to be? Why do we? I mean, it's a decision. People, I've been at this for 25 years. Life wasn't always, it's not easy at times, but it's worth it. See, we got to learn one thing, and I'm going to share something with you. It's very simple. You have to learn just how to live and love and laugh, leave a legacy. What are we here for? Are we here? Look, we're here. We're going to exist. When we die, we no longer exist. So what's stopping you from creating, no matter where you are, I don't care what age you are. You can start Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, the Colonel created Kentucky Fried Chicken at 65 years old. We need to stop listening to this ridiculousness online all the time and in social that the world's coming to an end. Patriotism in our country, I love my country, gives us the freedom to become the best version of ourselves. That's if you choose to be it. Stop worrying and start living. See, worry is something I've eliminated. Everybody wants to eliminate it. How do you do it? Right? You can't, for example, you can't have an umbrella walking around every day with it up, right? Thinking it might rain today. I mean, it's crazy, right? Think about it. But it's faith that moves us forward, right? It's faith that I am capable. I will get through this. I am better. I love who I am and who I'm going to become. Because I'm created in God's image. We all are. Now, I never believed in God. I never believed in the Bible. I mean, people know me when I was a kid. I just believed in me. But make no mistake. When I learned, and I learn to believe in God, learn to believe that better days are coming, believing that God gave me a gift and only gave it to me, that I'm capable of breaking that ceiling, those limiting beliefs, the self-doubt. Why not me? Why not us? Why can't I become great? Why can't I achieve my goals? Why can't I be successful? Why? Because I came from the projects? Why? Because I had humble beginnings? Why? Because my family life was tough when I was younger? Why? Because I grew up poor? Why? Why not me? Why can't I persevere through that? And to all you youngins and everybody going through some stuff, good for you. Stop listening to these knuckleheads telling you got nothing but problems. Because you know what? Problems are blessings. Good for you. Because now you have to work through them. No one's coming to save us. The best part is When I look back on life, I don't look back. I forgive myself for the mistakes I made. I forgive myself for certain things I did because God has already forgiven me. But I know that this is only one life, and every day is Friday in my heart because I only get 24 hours. I truly get 1 second. Every time someone talks to me or asks me these questions, I work with a lot of people, and they say, D, how did you get that mentality? Because every day I wake up 5:30 in the morning. I say the first things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the bed that I'm sleeping in. I'm grateful for the covers to keep me warm. I go downstairs. I drink a 8-ounce glass of water. I listen to something really, really uplifting and positive. I'm rewiring my brain. I hang out with my wife. We talk about it, good things and what's happening in our lives. Go for a walk, exercise. This is all done by 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. See, I used to come home 5 in the morning. Now I decided to live in grace, to work on myself, to get up a little bit earlier. You got to change your patterns to change your life. How did I eliminate worry? I stopped being afraid of the future. Worrying never solved a day in my life. It only made the present moment worse. Now, when I think about the future, I don't go, what if I don't make it? What if I don't have it? I say, God's got me. He's got me. When I was younger, I never realized that the car that cut me off, or the time when my boys died in the car, I wasn't in the car that night, or the time when bullets were flying across my head and they missed me by an inch, or the time we were drinking and having a great time, we thought, and then we crashed, and I made it out. When I almost had a heart attack, I was dehydrated with a heat stroke, and I literally, my heart rate was about 200. And I'll never forget looking at my daughter saying, I'm not going to make it. And then something happened. All those times when God saved me, I started thinking this can't happen by chance. So God gave me a broken childhood to see what it looked like, to persevere through, to give me the strength so I can come out here at 53 and tell you it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. But you got to put the work in. See, we have a negative mind, and that's what it does. Anxiety could be good and it could be bad. Anxiety gets you, oh my God, what's going to happen? Am I going to make it? And you start palpitating. But sometimes when you're crossing the street, you're going to hit by a car, anxiety can be like, whoa, it'll stop you from dying. I have high level anxiety. I've had that since I'm a kid. But I use it for strength. Worrying, I'm not wasting any time because 99% of things you worry about never happen. But I have high anxieties. You know what it does? I've learned to prepare better for things. Because I know if I'm playing football on Sunday, for example, right? And I got a game. I didn't practice all week. I didn't read any tapes. I didn't watch video. By the time Sunday comes, I'm anxious and I'm in trouble, right? Because I didn't practice. Oh my God, they're going to kill me, right? But if I watch tape, I'm prepared. I'm ready. My anxiety is up and it's good because that anxiety of the football game on Sunday made me work a lot harder during the week. You could take your alleged problem, take the label off, and I'm going to use that as my strength. What is your superpower? Just because you have ADHD, just because you have anxiety, just because you're a little depressed, just because your family used to do drugs, just because your mom and dad was an alcoholic, does not mean that that's what you're going to be. You could be the opposite. I took my life of all the stuff that was not good and said, you know what? Guess what? When I was bullied when I was younger, whatever it was, pushed around, I'll never be pushed around again. And I don't like when people do it to kids or other people. Don't be a tough guy. When it's 3-4 on 1, that's not cool. I'll be the first one to jump in and say, no mas, okay? You have to say to yourself, make no mistake about it. Just because what was is not going to be what is. My past does not dictate my future. It doesn't. And if you use that as an excuse That's because you don't want to get better. So you'll just stay there and say, it's because of my dad. It's because of Mom Dukes. It's because of my schooling. It's because I didn't graduate. That is some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? You, my friends, can make a choice right now that enough is enough. I'm done with this worrying nonsense. Most of the stuff never happened. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to learn how to conquer it. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to listen to my boy D Boogie every week. I'm going to get the confidence, the courage, the persistence to make something of myself and become strong enough so I can smile a lot more. That's right. And for those of you out there that are struggling with finding who you are, look in the mirror. You're good enough. It's ridiculous. Stop being at war with yourself. Start giving yourself some credit. You don't get to do this 5 times, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to live. It's time to say, why am I not out there doing what I love to do? Why am I not out there living the life that God gave me? Why don't I appreciate just breathing? We sweat the small stuff, y'all. Seriously. It pains me to see people suffering. That's why I started Every Day is Friday during the pandemic. This ain't about me. This is about you. I got love for you, man. And we got to spread a little bit more of the Brooklyn love. That's what we do. So if people around you ain't there to see you win, cut them off. If there's toxicity in your life, you got to let it go. And sometimes we don't want to let it go. You know why? Because we don't know what the unknown looks like. So you stay comfortable in a situation that doesn't serve you, that hurts you, doesn't make you smile, but you say it's better than what's out there. No, it's not. Choices, not chances, determine your destiny. Change your story. You will change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, before I go today, you deserve to smile more. You deserve to become the person that you were born. See, the 2 most important days of your life, put this down, is the day you were born and the day you realize what you were born to be. I just want to give you some things to take with you on a daily. With all the madness in the world, all the stuff they say is terrible. And every time you go online, everyone's struggling. I get it. We are struggling with a lot of things. Inflation, the border. There's a lot of stuff going on. But a level of freedom it's my world. I can make it better. I could work a little bit more. I could read a little bit more. I could exercise a little bit more. I could set a goal for what I want and get after it. It's you versus you. And I'll tell you, you're pretty amazing just the way you are. Just don't look back on your life and say, I wish or I could have. And I'll leave you with this. If you had 3 months to live, 3 months, what would you do? If you had 3 months to live, what would you do? Then you should be doing every single one of those things you just said immediately. Because nothing's guaranteed. You have this moment, this time. You never know when it's your last. Don't waste another second. Call someone that you haven't spoke to in a while. Give some love to your kids. Be a good role model. Be a good mentor. Understand that life is always happening for you, not to you. And when people look at you, you want to show, when they look at you, that my kids can be proud of their daddy. And my wife can be happy that I'm her husband. And my community knows, and God knows, I'm here to serve. And hopefully make lives a little bit better every single day. Take that from me. I love you all. It's your boy D Boogie. Yo, every week I'm out here to bless up. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. You'll already know every day is Friday. You know why? Because every day is a gift. That's why God calls it the present. Till next time. Much love. I'll see you all next week. Peace. Let's go. You'll know what time it is. The only place on the internet you get that good feeling every week. I come out here because I care about you, man. My life has always been about doing good. And hopefully you got something from today. Until next time, all love. Peace.